Hi, I'm Linda, and this is No Frills ASMR. I got a package in the mail today that I wanted to do like a little unbagging with you. Might be a box in here, maybe it's an unboxer. Some of you may have seen, probably about 2 weeks ago, I posted a video about lab-grown diamonds because I was just kind of learning about that. And after I researched it, every other ad that I am pushed is lab-grown diamond kind of things. And, I became curious. So I think I told you in that last video years ago, my engagement ring, it had a little diamond, and my kitty cat, not Cooper, a cat that I had before, would like to just kind of pull on it with his teeth, just chew on it. He did that a lot, and I didn't think much of it. And then one morning he was doing that, and I was sleepy, and I was ignoring him. And once I woke up, the diamond was gone. And I searched everywhere, and I looked through all his poop, and I never did find it. And finally, not long ago, I was like, you know what? Gold is worth a lot right now, and I have this. I'm never going to buy a new diamond, so I'll just sell the gold. It was not a week later I learned about lab-grown diamonds and that you could get one for dirt cheap. I was like, wait, what? But I'd already sold the gold for it, so who cares? Anyway, so I went out. For one thing, I went out and I went on Amazon, and I bought this diamond tester. And it will test diamonds and tell you if they're actually a diamond or not. Now, in that video, I may have mentioned there are a few different, I don't remember if I did, but there's Swarovski crystals. There's, what's CZ? I'm forgetting. But anyway, there's some that are made out of like glass. And then there's a stone called, I think it's called Moissanite. And it's it's the same hardness as a diamond. It's pretty much, you can't tell the difference, but it does have a little bit more sparkle. And some people say it sparkles kind of a more rainbow color. And it's even less expensive than a lab-grown diamond, but looks very similar. So anyway, all that to say, I went out and I went on Amazon, and I didn't want to spend the big money on solid gold because I don't have solid gold type money. I'm sorry, there are people leaf blowing all of a sudden. But I bought this. Let's see if I can show you in a way that will make it show up. This is a gold plated with 2 carat, I think it's 2 carat Moissanite round. And what I have here is a diamond tester. So you turn it on. Oops, it does make a noise. And you let it heat up. Now, once it's heated up, it'll say lamp on ready. And it can test by heat whether something's actually a diamond or not. The other thing I had done was this ring, which I showed you guys in one of my ring videos. This was like, my grandma gave it to me basically, but it's old. And it had become so thin in the back that it just broke. It was crazy. So I went and took it and had a new shank put in it. And this is 14 karat because I really like this ring. So I had that fixed. So now I can wear it confidently and not worry about it falling off. So that's nice. Okay. So you set this at different levels depending on, how big the diamond is. But when this light comes on, that means that it's ready to test. If it goes into the red up here, then you have a diamond. If it doesn't, then it's like glass. So like this ring right here, you put it, oh sorry, I gotta take the cap off. There's a little tester, like a little thing, and then you put it straight onto the stone. Do I have it set too high? Hold on, let me just see. It tells you what to set it at depending on. That was weird. Hold on. The only reason this one should not test positive. So is this working? Now it's not. Why was it? What am I doing wrong? Hold on. Let me try this one. I don't know what kind of stone this is. This one was my mother-in-law's. But the little side ones, they're like little tiny. I would assume those are diamonds. It'll do that if it hits metal. It makes that noise. I don't know what that is. And then this one is one my son bought me at the thing at school, and it's like a bubblegum ball machine. So for that to have tested positive even for a second makes 0 sense. It's not now. All right, let's test. This one I'm pretty sure is diamond, but they're tiny, 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 like little pieces. All right, see how that gets a really solid red? That's diamond. I think sapphire tests as diamond. It'll test as a diamond, I think. Oops, I keep hitting the metal. Yeah, so you get a diamond off a sapphire. And then this is the one that I bought on Amazon, and I'll tell you later what I paid for that. But see, it tests as a full diamond, and it's really crystal clear. Okay, but then like, you know, turquoise. No. And this green stone here. No. I don't know if these are diamond. I doubt it. I think this is just like costume jewelry. Whoops. No. I think this is just costume jewelry. Okay. You know what's weird? This one, these are like vintage. I think I got them at some vintage. They're earrings that I keep saying I want to make into a ring. But that middle stone is very light green. And when I test it, it tests like diamond. But I don't think it's a diamond. Would topaz test positive? I don't know. See, in here they tell you to set it, and depending on how big the stone is. If you're dealing with a ½ carat and up, you should have this, and the temperature is 50 to 85 degrees. You have this set at 2. Okay, 1, 2. So now let's test our Moissanite ring. Let's see what that tests. Yeah, see, it still tests diamond. Okay. So, yeah, that looks pretty darn good. All right, now let's open this one up and see what we've got. So this ring, I ordered it from India. Hold on, let me make sure there's no personal information in here. I don't see anything. From Etsy. And I just kind of randomly went and picked something because I thought, I'm just going to see what we get here. And I'll tell you eventually what I paid for it. But this is by a shop that was called Ann Kit Gem Crafts. And I reached out to a couple different shops to ask a few questions. And this one was the one that answered first and was the most friendly. So I was like, okay, sold. And I didn't ask much. I just tried to clarify because on the listing it said like lab-grown diamond, lab-grown moissanite, CZ. It had like every word in there, you know, which I think is just for search terms. But I made it very confusing on what. But she said it's a moissanite, which should test as diamond because they're kind of the same hardness. There's just a little bit of difference there. Okay, so it's all wrapped in bubble. Here is her card. Erica Jewels, handmade silver and gold jewelry studded with exquisite gemstones. Okay, I'm excited. I'm kind of doing this off just to make sure I'm looking at it right. What is this? Hold on. Oh, she included like an extra little stone. That's nice, but I don't know what I do with that. Look, a little red. Should we test it? Let's test it. Just for fun. It doesn't test as anything. I don't know. Okay. So here's the ring. So you know I wear sterling silver a lot. So I ordered this in silver. Now you can get it in solid gold and white gold and all the different push types. But I just wanted silver. So there it is. Looks pretty good. That's how high it sits though. What do you think? Will that be a problem? I don't know. I wanted a bezel set. I kind of wanted has a lot of sparkle. Let's just give it a wipe off only because I don't know if when they go through customs if they it didn't seem like they'd even pulled it out, did it? Let me see. I don't know if it's showing up on camera very much, but it's very sparkly. Huh. I'm not sure if it's sitting too high for my taste, but I do like it. It's pretty. Let me see. Where are my silver rings? Oh no, I don't have my silver. What? Are they behind me? Hold on. Oh, hold on 1 second. Let me go grab them. Here's my like silver jewelry. I wear silver quite a bit. But it could also, I thought with this, it might look like white gold, you know. I don't know. This looks like fancier than these. I kind of wanted something that looked organic. That's why I was going for a bezel set, but I don't know. All right, so this is supposed to be a 2-carat IGI certified oval lab created. Now I don't see any. Let me double check. If there is certification, they didn't send anything. But it looks very clear and pretty. I will say that. Let me see if I hold this. I don't know if you guys can see. All right, so let's test it. See if it tests as a diamond. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, I'm going to give it a little more. We'll let it pretend like it's smaller and see. Uh-oh. This is not testing for a diamond at all. If it is Moissanite, it should. Nope. It sure didn't. That one did. That one definitely does. Okay, that time it did a little. Now it should, even if we set it at 3. Wow. That's kind of a bummer. I don't know if I'll... It is stamped sterling, though, I think, at least. 925. But, yeah, I don't know. That's a little bit disappointing. Well, I'll tell you that it does have a nice sparkle, but I think it might just be cubic zirconia. CZ, that's what CZ is, cubic zirconia. Because it is for sure not testing here. I'm going to look it up and see if maybe being in silver. No, that shouldn't do anything, should it? Huh. Well, okay. I'm not sure what I'll do about that. See, like these are all just costume jewelry. So they shouldn't test positive. Nope. Well, I'll tell you, this one from Amazon, I got a, I think it's a 2-carat solitaire. It's gold plate. I think it was 30. It was on sale. I think it was $34. And I've been enjoying it. It's fun to wear. This one I paid $37 with shipping from India. But I don't know, guys. I don't love it that I asked her and she confirmed that it was Moissanite, but I don't think so. Because that should test positive for diamond. Well, I don't know. I'm going to look at it outside and see what I think. It looks pretty well made, I'll say that about it. If they'd sold it as not, I mean, it even said like IGI certified, there's no certification, it's oval, lab grown. If they just sold it for what it is, I'd be fine. But being sold something and then I don't know how I feel about that. Although it looks pretty good. I don't know, I'm going to have to do some research on whether it should have tested positive. I mean, I think it should. I think it should. Yeah. See, if it's 0.6 or up, then you should have it set at 2. Okay. And you hold it straight on. Nothing. This one, definitely not just a little, it goes all the way. Yeah. All right, well. Also, I got to look back at the images, but I thought it was a lot flatter. I thought it was more, set lower than it is. but that might be okay. I'm not sure. All right, I'm going to think about it. Think about it. It's funny because she also had a blue stone. And I was like, ooh, I kind of like the blue. I might, if I like this one, I might order that one. But now I'm not as sure. Oh, well. All right, guys. I will talk to you soon. Let's see what else we have to test here. Boy, I hope this is all real. That'd be sweet. Oops. Hold on, I turned it off. Get it heated up again. What other things do I have with diamonds? Diamonds, diamonds, diamonds. That one has some diamonds. Okay. Come on, test positive. Let's go. Nope. Nope. I didn't really expect it to. Nope. Nope. We already did this. I think this is by Giorgio. Giorgio Armani. I am surprised these little ones on the side aren't testing positive. I would have thought they were real diamonds, but maybe not. Nope. Well, I'm glad that one says too. The sapphire does. And these little corner ones, I think they do too. I tested. Yeah, they do. So, well, all right. That's definitely not testing positive. For sure not. Oh, well. All right. Well, let me know if you have any thoughts. You know, maybe I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. I mean, I know it doesn't, but it doesn't, but it kind of does. I just was hoping I'd be like, oh, it's like I got a diamond. Anyway, whatever. And I know that gold plate isn't great, you know, but I've been wearing this pretty regularly for a couple of weeks, and it looks pretty good. I'm surprised how well it's holding up, actually. But anyway, all right. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye. And they sell this set in solid gold, and then you'd pay like $1,500. So if you got this and it had a not real stone, that'd be a big bummer. Like the fact that I got it in silver and only paid $37 makes it more tolerable. But I think I will reach out to her and just see what she says. So, all right, I will talk to you soon. Hi, it's me again. I just wanted to pop back in. I'll try to edit these videos together and tell you that I took the rings outside and I looked at them, and this one is very sparkly. I am kind of surprised that this isn't testing positive because it looks just as sparkly and bright as the other one. I'll try to make a short showing them both with some sunlight so you can see. But then I realized I wasn't really fair to the ring from Amazon because I opened it a few days ago, and didn't show that to you. So I just kind of repackaged it. I wanted to show you how it arrived because it's really very nice. It arrived in this box that says, "Love is free, yet priceless." Okay. Which I opened this when it was on my son's birthday, and they delivered it while we were opening his gifts, which I just gave him a card with money. And I go, "Oh, I got a gift." And they all laughed at me because I'm like, I'm buying myself diamonds. Anyway, but look, it comes in this box and then this smaller box. And it has this cleaning cloth kind of thing, a little thing to clean out underneath it. It comes with a Moissanite GRA guarantee or whatever. It tells you the different grading scales and that this one is an excellent, flawless D color, so like the brightest color. I have heard that this is kind of meaningless, is what I read online. I don't know, really. But, and then it says, "Love is free, yet priceless." And you can, what do you call it? Register it, I guess, or something. I don't know, whatever. But, I mean, it's kind of nice to have, I guess. But then there's this little box, and look at this. This is pretty cool. And there it is. And you can buy this one, you know, with 14 karat gold or white gold or in sterling. I got it with a 14 karat gold plate. And I think it might be $40, but it was on sale. I got some discount, I feel like. So it was like $35. Whoops, I put on my other ring. But I just wear it with my regular 14 karat wedding band. It looks pretty good. pretty good. I'm sure it could use a little cleanup, but anyway. So I've been wearing sometimes that one. And then this on my other finger, but I'm trying that on. So anyway, there they are. I'll show them to you in the sunlight in a short if I can, and have you tell me what you think. I am surprised this is not testing positive, because it does look awfully sparkly. I'm going to try one more time. It's like I really want it to, because she told me it's a Moissanite. And I want to believe her, because I like to think people are good. I mean, why would you say that? She could have said anything, and I'd gone, okay. And maybe they buy it from somebody and they don't know. So maybe I should tell them. I don't know. All right, we got to wait for this lamp ready on. Okay. And then if it's over 2 carats, you're supposed to set it down here at like 2. But we'll go 3. Nothing. I mean, nothing. That's got to just be glass. That one definitely tests positive. So I guess if you're looking for a lab-grown stone, now this is not the diamond, this is Moissanite, but this Etsy shop, I don't know what, hold on, what's the name of this Etsy shop? Do they tell us their name? Well, I'll put a link. I'll put a link in the description, or if I can do it somehow, maybe I'll put it in my Amazon store and then put that link there, and you can go. And if you were to buy something, I may get a commission, although I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever gotten much. Well, that's not true. I did. I remember I got a gift card one time at Christmas time. Anyway, kind of fun little